Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in the crew, and what I'm actually going to do is the Cannonball run, which is basically New York to LA non-stop. So I'm here at New York Airport, and I'm going to go all the way over here. If I scroll down, I'll go to Los Angeles Airport. So let's do that. I've got no idea how long this is going to take. I haven't done this, I haven't tried this. I'm just going to follow the GPS. And we're just going to see what happens, I guess. So, let's go. So if you've seen my previous video on this, you'll know that I was using the G27 wheel for that. I've changed over to a controller for this, just because the game does feel like it was designed with a controller in mind. Oops. And I think it works better. Let's put it that way. It's also interesting changing between the two of them. Like the steering wheel was kind of, large movements of the wheel to move the car around, whereas the controller you have to be kind of really delicate, otherwise you'll end up getting a massive tank slapper on. It's all things you just got to play around with, I guess. But yeah, so I'm still in the Challenger, which is the car that I started the game with. I was hoping I'd be able to upgrade to something else. And even the R34 Skyline, which I could buy, but I'd need to basically grind $50,000. And because I've already hit the level cap, there's no new missions to do. I pretty much can't do anything. I need to be level 11 for the next mission, and I'm level 10 at the moment.
Slow down, bud. You're not ready for this yet.
She's reminded me every 5 minutes. This is something that's really irritating when you're playing in manual with the controller. You can't just go straight into reverse. You have to go, like say I crash like that, I'm in 5th gear. I have to go all the way down through the gears. And it wouldn't be so bad, but it takes at least half a second to change gear when you're stationary. I'm not sure how long it takes. It's more than half a second, but anyway. So that's, you're just kind of sitting there shifting gears for a while. Going this way apparently. So yeah, the Skyline cost about 100 grand, I think. And I mean, I would have liked to drive that because I'm a massive Nissan fanboy. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before, but I am. But yeah, it was just too much grinding really, especially given that I think the beta ends tomorrow. I'm not quite sure, I haven't done the time zone conversions or anything like that, but it doesn't have much longer left. I think the camera's gone a bit weird there. I don't know why it's changed my angle a little bit. Let's go into the cockpit. There we go. Driving into the sunset. So we've got 110 kilometers to drive apparently. I could have sworn the distance between New York and Los Angeles was a bit further than that, but there you go, you learn something new every day. Let's drive on the wrong side of the road for a bit. That's probably enough of that. I don't know why it's looking over to the right like that, that's actually really throwing me off. That's weird. Alright, maybe that'll have fixed it now. I might do some of these challenges along the way. Although I'm not going to divert for it or anything like that. I just want to follow the road. And see if we can make it there. So apparently in real life, the record for doing this is like 29.5 hours or something. A guy did it, basically him and his co-driver, in 29 hours. And that was only like a year or two ago. So hopefully it won't take me that long. Man, it's really annoying having all this shit right in the middle of the screen. Where did that come from? Send that to the HQ because I can't equip it. The other irritating thing is you can't actually shift gear while you're going through those menus. So you're just kind of sitting there in whatever gear you were in. Alright, on the road again. It's a nice looking game. This. It I got the cops on me. I don't know where that guy came from. Did you see the guy just drive straight across the road?
Target is Ghost at control. 10-4. Continue to patrol the immediate
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
See him again, dispatch.
But yeah, it's a really nice looking game. I mean, it is locked to oh, I can't break through that guardrail.
I'm stopping him.
No, you're not.
Hey, could do with some help here.
It's locked to 30 FPS, which is a little bit odd. Maybe they'll change that at some point down the road. I haven't looked into ways of removing it. You probably can remove that lock if you're willing to play around a bit. But it's just something to take into consideration, I guess. But I mean, it runs smoothly. Like, I haven't had any performance issues. And I think I've got it on pretty much ultra everything at the moment. Taking a right down here by the looks of it. I wasn't planning on having the cops on me when I was doing this. But I guess it's all, oh shit, he's pitting me. Motherfucker. Use a bit of nitrous. All I did was ram a cop, jeez. Ah, he's pitting me again, fuck. Oh, I'm off-road. Hi guys. I've got pretty much no control here at the moment. Oh, they caught me. Yeah, whatever, take the fine.
Good job, everyone.
They didn't even put me back on the road. They're the ones who put me down here. Alright, we made it up there anyway.
Until you get your experience up,
Shut up, Zoe.
you're bound to get thrashed.
That's just rude. Alright. That was eventful. So one thing I really like driving cross country in this is that you really do notice the terrain and everything changes depending on where you are, which is a pretty nice touch. Rather than having it all just be the same wherever you are, it does actually change. I mean, I haven't been all the way across country or anything like that. It's the first time I've tried doing this. But even just driving from like Detroit to New York, you kind of notice a bit of a difference. I think there was another player there. So I have done a couple of multiplayer races. It's kind of interesting doing the multiplayer. It's got the same issue that every online racing game has in multiplayer, which is as soon as people decide, oh, I'm gonna hit that guy. Oh fuck. But as soon as people decide they're just gonna start ramming, the whole thing kind of falls apart. But I mean, that's multiplayer racing for you, really. I mean, some of the races I had, it was fine. There was, you know, nobody was deliberately trying to run into anybody. What the fuck is with the camera? Seriously. There we go. I wonder if that's something, because the gear shifting is linked to the right analog stick, so up and down on that shifts gears. So I guess, and left and right changes your view slightly. So I guess I could be bumping it slightly when I'm changing gears, but that's kind of weird. But yeah, so the multiplayer is pretty fun. I think it's like 5 or 6 drivers in a race, so it's not a ton of drivers. But it was cool. I didn't do a lot of races. I think the multiplayer only unlocks at level 10, I believe, which is when you've got your dirt spec as well as your street spec. So I'm driving, this car is street spec at the moment, but there's also like a dirt spec that's designed for kind of rally racing basically. It's not actually called that, but it's like off-road and a bit of tarmac racing. Oops. So I think I've left the east coast now. If you look above the mini-map, you can kind of see the region or whatever that I'm in. So I'm in the Midwest now. Oops. I do like this Charger. I think it's basically the fastest starting car you could get. It's kind of hard to be sure because they only have kind of basic stats listed. But I'm pretty sure this one had the most horsepower. It might have been the heaviest as well though, so it probably all balances out one way or another. But I would have liked to oops.
We got reports of a mobile felon in the area.
Yep, that's me. I would have liked to be able to upgrade to one of the supercars or something. But yeah, just it's not possible basically with the level cap. I mean, if I'd wanted to spend hours and hours grinding the same jobs that I'd already done, then maybe it would have been possible. But can you guys see how the camera just keeps on shifting over to the right like that? I've never seen that before. It must be a bug. I don't know what it's doing. I basically have to keep adjusting it. Let's see if we can go through these gates. Oh, doesn't help when I'm flying through the air. There we go. See, I'm not sure what I was saying actually. I've completely blanked. Probably something about the Charger, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. I would have liked to. Oh shit! Trees. Yeah, I would have liked to. Whatever. I don't care. I would have liked to try one of the supercars. There is actually a mission where you drive like a Ford GT race car, which was really cool. But unfortunately, it's just in the beta you can't really do that. Because even things like the classic Camaros and Chargers and stuff, that's like 200,000.
I'm not gonna be responsible for
bucks.
scraping you off a sidewalk.
Okay, Zoe.
Get some more experience first.
And I think basically from level 10, from starting the game all the way to level 10, I basically earned 60,000, I think, total. So you can see how much time it would take you to actually get that much money without having new jobs unlocked. And you'd just be replaying all the old ones. Looks like we're rejoining a main road here. Been invited to a mission. That's actually the first time I've seen that. Decline that, because I'm driving.
You did it, man. I'm V4 for the Midwest, and that means you,
What are you
my
talking
friend,
about?
are a 510. You earned your ink, bro. Get it somewhere tasteful.
That's it? I'm in?
You're on the
I don't know why it's
books.
playing this cutscene.
But now that you're official, I
Oh,
get
not
the feeling
cutscene,
you want to move
whatever.
up in the world.
Just tell me
I
what
can't
you
skip
need.
it either.
A lad by the name of Eric Sue runs the East Coast for ship really badly. 510s are losing a lot of money over there, and I've promised to send a guy to help out.
Okay, Herschel.
Fix the East Coast, that's your V2 right there.
On it.
That's something that is really strange about this. Well, not strange, just kind of weird. But like, you've got this gang and everything. It's part of the story. But their ranks are engines, kind of. So the highest one is like a V8, which fine, whatever. And then you got V6s, fine again. But then you've also got V2s and V4s, and it's like, what? And then they could have done like inline 6s or whatever. Good old inline 6 turbo. I'm slightly biased towards those because I own one, but whatever. Oh shit. But yeah, every time I hear them say V2 and V4, it's just like, what are you talking about? I mean, I know there are those engine configurations do exist, sort of, and you could call it that. But I don't know anybody who actually would call it that. Let's put it that way. It's something that always just kind of, I see it and it's like, what? But yeah, anyway. I did say in the last video the story wasn't fantastic. I haven't seen anything to change my mind really. I mean, the story is just a framework to get all the jobs and everything in really. All the races and shit.
All units in the area be advised.
Oh, you know what, I'm getting the cops on me again at this rate.
And apprehend.
That's a 10-4.
Driving through the night. Not actually sure what time it's supposed to be at the moment. Oops. It's kind of weird how there's pretty much almost all of the environment is destructible, right? Like fences, signposts, little walls, you know, there's tons of destructible stuff. And then every now and then you run into something that isn't destructible, and it just stops you in your tracks, and it's a massive surprise. Because they've done such a good job with all the other destructible terrain. I mean, it kind of makes sense that guardrails aren't destructible. But at the same time, whenever you hit one, it's a bit of a surprise because you expect to just go flying through it. Let's see if we can get the silver for this. Probably not. Maybe. Clip that car just at the end.
More intel as it comes in.
See, now I can't change here because I'm going through all of this. There we go. There's a car part over there. So that's that's kind of a collectible thing. Each area has these hot rod parts. I think it's 20 hot rod parts, and you go and find all of those and collect them, and then you can actually like build the hot rod as kind of a kit car in your headquarters, which is really cool. I haven't done it yet. I was thinking about trying to go around and get all 20 of them, but I've got no idea where they are. It'd probably take forever. I think I've got 3 parts so far. And I mean, that's assuming you can do it in the beta. Like, if you can't complete it in the beta, then that would be a massive time waste. I really don't know if it's possible or not. Yeah, it's a pretty cool twist on the collectible system, I guess. Oh, fuck. God damn.
Slow down, bud. You're not ready for this
Crashing
yet.
all the time.
Get more experience.
I don't know why Zoe keeps telling me about all that, telling me to get more experience and everything. I mean, it's not like I'm heading towards that job or anything. It just feels the need to keep rubbing it in, I guess. Alright, let's get around here. I love throwing this thing into a corner and just sliding around it. It's really cool. I mean, it's taken a bit of time for me to get my head, like, oh fuck, car. It's taken a bit of time for me to get my head around the driving styles and everything. It's been a fair while since I've played a arcadey racing game like this, but once you get used to it, you can start pulling off some pretty cool moves. Of course, sometimes you do just go sliding straight into a wall as well, but that's life. What's up with the road here? I'm guessing, I think that's probably a texture glitch or something. That's a weird one. So I'm in the mountain states now, apparently. I guess the road is a bit broken here. Oh, it is a beta. The Technicolor road. Oops. Somehow made it through there without running into anything. Just, I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say it. No idea what's going on with these textures. It could be something to do with the nighttime lighting or whatever being broken. I don't know. I haven't seen this before. Hopefully it's not going to be like that all the way through the rest of the way. Jeez, I can't even do this one. I'm not high enough level. I don't know what the maximum level in the game is, to be honest. I know that 10 won't be very far, because I mean we've basically only started skimming the surface of the story really, and gone through like, I don't know, 2 states or something. Hey, the road's fixed. I mean, even if they only have 3 or 4 story jobs in every state, that's a shitload of story jobs when you think about it. And then obviously they've got all the random challenges scattered around. We're in New Mexico now. Hey, there's the broken road again. Don't know what that was. I'm not sure how long the day-night cycle goes for. But I'm not sure how much longer it's going to stay nighttime for. I'd imagine that by the time we are getting to LA, it'll be pretty much daytime. But you never know. I'll probably switch back to third person for a little bit soon. Because I mean, you don't really need to drive in cockpit view for this. It's just fun. One thing you do notice in cockpit view, you see his hands kind of moving around. When I'm driving in a straight line like that, you see his hands are still moving around. That's not me. That's just the way this game is. I mean, I suppose it is kind of realistic because when you're actually driving a car, you're always making tiny little adjustments. But it's kind of weird when you notice it the first time that he's doing that without any input from you. Probably didn't really need to go off-road there, but am I going to hold it? Kind of held it.
Until you get your experience up, you're bound to
There's
get
a bit of
thrashed.
nitrous. Everybody loves nitrous. Can't do any of these challenges. I guess they give you like really high level parts as rewards, so it makes sense that you can't really do them. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. So I think we've done about half the distance now, if I'm reading that right. We've got about 55 k's left to go. Got a cop coming up here. You can tell they're cops because they're the red arrows on the mini-map. Just driving on the wrong side of the road. Nobody cares. So yeah, about halfway through, so it's not... I don't think it's taken that long. I've got no idea how long I've been recording for though. I probably should put like a little stopwatch timer sort of thing up, I guess. That might be smart. A little bit of a drift there. It must, oh shit, lost it. There it goes. Now I gotta sit here going back through the gears. There we go. It takes a little bit to get going again sometimes after you do that. Yeah, it must just be this specific type of road that's broken or something. Like with the desert terrain, I guess. I don't know. I haven't driven through this desert sort of road before, so maybe it's always been broken like this. Or it could just be something on my end that's not working properly, that's always possible. Probably should have slowed down a bit more for that one. At least there's not much traffic on the road. Which, I mean, you'd kind of expect it to not be that busy, or not that heavy traffic. Given that this would, by the feel of it, this is a pretty remote sort of road. I've got no idea where I am at the moment, big land apparently, wherever that is. Oh shit. Holbrook. Oh, that was a jump. Did not know that was there. I think my car has seen better days. Doesn't sound too healthy. It does seem to regenerate itself over time. So I guess as long as you're not crashing into too many things, you'll be fine. It'd be really cool if they had this sort of thing as just a race. Like you just had to drive the entire width of the map or something. It'd be kind of an endurance sort of race, I guess. Not endurance in the traditional sense, but just in the sense of a long race, I guess. I don't know. Because I mean, most of the races so far, and this might change completely, like, I think as I said in the last video, I've only experienced a small amount of the game. But most of the races so far have been pretty short. Like generally, oh shit, somehow I missed that guy. Generally around 5 minutes long, I think, for the races. So some nice long ones could be good.
I'm not going to be responsible
Okay,
for sweeping
Zoe.
you off a sidewalk. Get some more experience first.
Nice. It's almost like I meant to do that. Yeah, it could be some really good challenges with your friends or whatever as well. Just each of you starting at one place and seeing who can end up first at the destination. Do like Top Gear challenge sort of things. Although I guess you'd have to deliberately route the GPS in different directions. Or different routes. Otherwise you'd all just be following the same road. Ah, did not mean to do that. The crashiest coast-to-coast drive that anybody has ever seen. It's pretty much been all desert roads at the moment. I think it's probably because of the route that it took. Because I have seen there are like really mountainous areas and that sort of thing in the game as well. But we've definitely been doing a lot of this sort of desert driving for a while now. And we're not that far from Los Angeles either. We've got another hidden car park coming up. But yeah, we got 34 kilometers to go now. So that isn't a whole lot further, really. I guess it's about a quarter of the total distance that I'm doing, something like that. I don't remember what the distance was when I started. That was a bit over 100 kilometers, I think. Don't know. So you do get little bits of money and stuff for doing like fancy drifting or overtaking people really close, having near misses, that sort of thing. You see that just above the tack on the left hand side of the screen. So you see I got like $1 for overtaking. But you get multipliers and stuff as well. So I should get one there. Yeah, that's the near miss one. So there's all that sort of thing too. I mean, you kind of expect that from a game like this, I guess. Having those little drifting bonuses and all that sort of thing. But it's pretty hard to get a decent multiplier up. Like, you have to be, I guess you have to be driving pretty fast through a lot of traffic or something getting a ton of overtakes on near misses and all that. So we're still in the Mountain States area, apparently. I think we've been driving through the Mountain States for quite a while now. Oops, actually clipped him a little bit there. Didn't really mean to do that. Now let's go into third person. Sexy car. So I've done a bit of modifying with the car as well. I've changed, what did I change? You can change all sorts of parts for it, like cosmetic parts and stuff. So I think I did the front bar, the bonnet, the wheels, the rear bar, and the wing, like the rear spoiler. Yeah, there was a fair bit of options and everything too, like 7 or 8 different choices. There's tons of different wheels to choose from in the game. Although they kind of all tripled up because it's the same wheel, then you get 3 different colour choices. I think you get like, you know, the standard colour, and then black and white, and maybe gold as well in some cases. So there's all that. I'm not sure we had those trees on the side of the road before. Maybe I just didn't see them because I was in the cockpit.
Until you get your experience up, you're bound to get thrashed.
Ah, tank sniper. That's what happens when you start overcorrecting. You just completely lose it. Yeah, so there's a good range of parts and stuff for changing the cosmetics. You got all different sorts of stickers and shit as well. And like each different type of car has different types of customization. So like this is the street one, so it's got certain front bars and wings and all that. And then the dirt spec again has different parts. And those are the only 2 that we can get right now, but presumably all the others will have the same sort of stuff. So like perf spec, which is probably short for performance, I guess. That would likely have its own stuff, and the raid ones and everything like that. Slow down a bit too much for that. There we go. Nice bit of road here. Hi guys! I haven't seen that many players around during this. I don't know how many players you get on each server or instance, however it's set up. Haven't looked into it at all, really. And there's kind of enough that you see players flying around, but they don't really get in your way or anything like that. Changing gears again. It is kind of annoying when you get stuck out of gear. Go through the train crossing. So we're on the west coast now. So not much further to go. So this, what it's looking for now, that's actually not a that's not a car part, it's actually like a dish sort of thing. So you go up to those dishes and you and that's what unlocks areas of the map, basically. So think of it like the synchronization points in Assassin's Creed or something like that. You go up to that and then you unlock all the areas of the map, and you get all the activities and stuff displayed. So it's probably a good idea to go searching for them. Oops. Yeah, probably a good idea to go looking for those when you're actually playing the game. Otherwise, I guess you're just relying on whatever you find, just driving around randomly. Oh, truck. Car, fuck. That was lucky. Hoping I'll be able to like drift that a bit. I'm not using the handbrake or anything for any of the drifting, so let's try that actually. Yeah. Not the best attempt, I don't think. You have to wonder what people in these cars would be thinking. You just see a car go flying around a corner like that. Although I have seen that actually. A guy tried drifting around a corner at the traffic lights. This was years and years ago. But yeah, he tried doing that in the wet. And he crashed it, of course. So that was funny. Well, nobody got hurt, so it was funny. If somebody got hurt, it probably wouldn't have been that funny. But yeah, he slid his car straight into a guardrail. And then got out, and the look on his face. That's why you don't do anything stupid in your car when there's other people around. Because then you're all embarrassed when they see you do it. Oh, I went straight into the back of that guy. Still, less than 10 kilometers to go now. And that dude just escaped from the police. Good for him. I don't know, why would you even change lanes there? There was just no need for that.
Slow down, bud. You're not ready for this yet.
God,
Get more
sorry.
experience.
Way to bring a guy down. Alright. Looks like we're getting there. I think it's the sun's about to come up, maybe? Nearly lost it there. That dude just sideswiped that guy. I don't know what the AI is thinking in this game half the time. Oh fuck. I think I actually missed my turn there. Let me just go back to that. And we'll just come around here. Ow. Alright, there we go. So I haven't been here before. You can actually like fly planes around as well. Well, you can't fly the planes, but you go to the airport and you fast travel, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So you can kind of come to all these areas without needing to actually drive here if you don't want to, which is good. See if I can get between these guys. There we go. Massive straightaway here. Try not to run into those trees or cars. There we go. Ah, cars. Almost lost it again. See, that's what happens when you start overcorrecting and everything. It's just gone straight away. If you catch it soon enough, you can get away with it, but if it gets too far, then yeah, you do. Oh, there's someone coming up here. Oh, we're pretty much here. Oh, there you go. Whew, that was a decent run. So, New York Airport to Los Angeles Airport. You can actually see the route we took there. No wonder it was so much desert driving. I was kind of expecting the route to go... I didn't actually look at the route before I went. I was expecting it to go kind of more down through here, kind of more straight line, I guess. And so you'd kind of cover the this kind of snowy area a bit. Yeah. Well, there you go. That was pretty cool. So this is the crew. So if you want to check out the beta, there's going to be a console beta running in September, I think. I'm not sure when it starts, but there's sometime in September, and you can still register for that. So there's a link in the video description. You can check that out if you have a Xbone or PS4. Take a look at that, I guess. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. This was a bit of fun for me. There's no racing or anything in this video, but I think it was pretty cool. It shows you what you can do with these open world sort of games. You just, you know, say, I want to go here, and then you go there. That dude just fell over. But yeah, so, well, that's pretty cool. So until next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.